Just bounce to this.
What is going on, Game Changers, and welcome to another video. In this one, I'm going to be talking to you about Gears of War Ultimate Edition. Now, in this one, I'm just going to be talking about the things I like, the things I don't like, and my overall opinion of the game itself. Now, first things first, I was one of the people that played the original Gears of War back in 2006, a fan favorite. You know, this game revolutionized third-person shooters. And when this game was announced that they were remastering it, I was ecstatic. I actually went out to GameStop. I pre-ordered an Xbox because when the PS4 came out, I switched over from the 360. But anyway, I had to go get this game. You know, I was excited. I couldn't wait. Gears 1 was amazing. Gears 2 was great. Gears 3 was alright in my opinion. And honestly, Judgment was just shit. I'm just being honest. That's my opinion. But I could not wait for this game to come out. And so I've been playing it for a little bit. You see there that I'm at level 28. You know, I've been playing a little bit. This game's been out for about a week now. And I've developed some things that I really like about the game, and I've developed some things that I really don't like about the game. First things first, I love the graphics. I love what they did with it. I was a little skeptical at first with seeing the trailer, with seeing some gameplay and some side-by-side comparisons from the 360 to the Xbox One, because it looked like in the remastered version that they were going to smooth out some of the features that were on the characters. For example, you look at the 360 and you see Marcus Phoenix's face in a close-up, and it's nitty-gritty, it's, you know, tough. You see the wear and tear on him from the stress of war. And you go and you look at the Xbox One version, and it looks smooth, it looks, you know, it looks good, but it doesn't have that same wear and tear that he had in the 360. It didn't look that way to me. But when the game came out, I popped it in, I played it. I had no issues, guys. This game blows me away. Some things that I really don't like, however, is particularly in the multiplayer with the inconsistency of the shotgun. Because this game is known for its shotguns, right? You know, I shouldn't say shotguns, I should say shotgun, unless you're counting the god-awful sawed-off that they put in Gears of War 3. But anyway, this game is known as a close-range shotgun type feel, you know? And in my opinion, the Gnasher is just a little inconsistent. Also, you can get headshots from damn near 50 feet away, and that drives me insane. The shotgun sounds good, and when you're hitting people, when you're killing people, it feels good. But then sometimes it just feels like it's not doing enough damage, it's not registering. You'll point blank someone, and they'll just body you, and you're like, what the hell, you know? I shot him point blank, and he absolutely wrecks me, and what the hell, right? And so that's my biggest thing so far is the Gnasher, and I wish they would just, you know, maybe it's just me, maybe it's just I haven't played Gears since Gears 3, and honestly I haven't played Gears 1 since, well, Gears 1, right? But, you know, I love this game, guys. It's phenomenal. It reminds me so much of Gears 1, and it reminds me a little bit of Gears 2 with the smoothness that it has. You know, everyone knows that Gears 1 was a little choppy. It had its glitches, you know, people could crab walk. There's no crab walking, there's no kung fu flipping, all that good stuff that everybody loved in Gears 1, right? There's none of that stuff, but I love the way that they've done it. I also love the way that they, you know, kind of took the Gears of War 3 multiplayer settings and they put that into this game, because when they had Gears 1, it was like, you know, you could pick host, you could, you know, basically pick which team you were on and that stuff. I liked that. I liked that they put this back to a 4v4 kind of thing. Best of 4, all that good stuff. So I like that they went back to the original. And I love that they went to the Gears 3 style of the multiplayer with the ranking up and all that stuff. But even though I do like that ranking system, I don't know if you guys remember this. This was early on in Gears 2, where they had the skill-based ranking system. It's not the skill-based matchmaking system like they have in Call of Duty and stuff like that, but it had, you know, you had to be good to increase your rank, right? You started off, if you were a level, I don't want to say level 1, but if you were a beginner, you were new to the game, it started you off at the first rank. There was only 5 ranks. And if you got better, you just randomly go up to rank 2, and then rank 3, and so on and so forth. Which is something that I really loved. It gave you something to work at, to work for, you know? And it showed other people in the lobby that, hey, this guy's good. You know, if you had the star and wings, if you were that guy back in the skill-based system, you were good. You were not to be fucked with. I love that. I wish they would go back to it, but now they do this, you know, Call of Duty, everything else, ranking system thing where you just have to play to rank up, and that's fine, you know, whatever, to each their own. But I like it, and I really don't have that many complaints. One of my other complaints, though, is that it seems to me in this game you get stuck on cover a lot. It's something I noticed right away. Because in Gears, it's like, if you've played this game long enough, you know the little tiny things that give you an advantage. You know, how to get out of a tough situation, stuff like that. And it's just like muscle memory. And I found myself getting stuck on cover a lot, and it gets me killed. And that frustrates me beyond belief. I cannot stand when I get killed, when I'm getting stuck on cover. I'm like, damn it, move away, you know? But they just sit there, you get your head popped off, and you get pissed. And, you know, classic Gears of War raging, right? This game is amazing. I highly recommend it. If you were a Gears 1 fan, even if you were a Gears 2, Gears 3, you know, if that's when you started, I highly recommend you get this game, guys. It's unbelievable. It has that Gears 1 feel, you know, all the trash talking with everyone, you know, all this. The meleeing, still annoying. It seems like you get stunned a little bit longer than I would like. It's, you know, when you get meleeed, you gotta just kind of, oh shit, you know. But that's my other thing, is the melee. I don't like it. I hate when people melee. I understand that's a part of the game, whatever, but I can't stand the meleeing. The wall bouncing, if you guys are wondering, is pretty decent. It's not quite like Gears 2 in terms of smoothness and fluidity, but it is good. You don't stick to the cover as much when you're trying to bounce off. I know Gears 1 was a little bulky in that aspect. It seems like they did smooth that out a little bit, which I like. The maps are great. I like that they stuck to the original Gears 1 maps. I wish that they would bring back some Gears of War 2 maps, maybe even a Gears of War 3 map here and there. Maybe they'll do that with some DLC. I don't know. Oh yeah, you can customize your skins and your characters. Something I really like that they brought back. That's a nice little feature that they added with it. My thing with King of the Hill, I don't know if you guys have experienced this yourselves, but for some reason the spawns just aren't all that great. You'll be sitting there, you'll be close to spawn, you want to be paying attention, and they'll spawn 2 feet away from you. I've actually experienced a moment where they spawned 2 feet away from me. Like, I watched them spawn, and I was just, you know, I was screwed, right? When 3 of them spawn right next to you, you don't have a chance. You're boned. So that's something else that I've experienced. You know, that's nothing with the gameplay, but that is something I've noticed with the King of the Hill game mode. I've also noticed it a little bit with Team Deathmatch, but not nearly as bad. That's a lot easier to fix the spawns in that one. But because the hill is always moving in King of the Hill, there are points where the hill actually moves to an area right by the enemy spawn, which on Clock Tower, if you notice, there was one point where the hill was right by the enemy spawn, and I watched them spawn right next to me, and I had no chance, really, or I had to leave the area. So that's something to always be mindful of in King of the Hill, which I hope they patch soon. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. Remember to absolutely destroy that like button and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.